हाँ जी. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's DTRS class. So, the lead topic of the day is junk DNA. We are going to see the question on junk DNA also. Before we start our class, let me remind you about our marathon classes that we are conducting. Just two of the classes are remaining so far. And we have successfully conducted the classes on polity, geography, history, and economy. So those who have joined the classes, they have already seen the benefit and the upgrade in their preparations. And two current affairs classes are left. Please do join and improve your preparation for the upcoming prelims, right? So before we jump onto the questions, let's see the quote of the day. The quote is by Joseph Pulitzer, right? And he says that principles, convictions, and motives are neither sold nor bargained for, right? So this is something that we all should live by in our lives. And why this quote? We have all known about the Pulitzer Prizes. These prizes are, when they were started, the prizes were started in early 90s. They were actually given in the field of journalism. Right? Gradually, over the period of time, they have incorporated various other fields like art, literature, and other things, music also. And these prizes are given in remembrance of Mr. Joseph Pulitzer. And let's see what he is trying to convey through this. The principles, convictions, and motives are neither sold nor bargained for. Right. So what are the principles? So principles are the bedrock on which our character is built, right? They are the compass which gives direction to our lives, the direction in which our lives are steered, and the principles also illuminates the path of our journey, right? Second is the convictions, the long held beliefs that we have, which might depend on our upbringing, on our own personal experiences, and what we say. These convictions are also advanced and solidified by introspection and reflection on our own acts and thoughts, right? The third one is motives. What are we doing and what are the reasons behind those acts that we want to pursue? These are the three things which forms the foundation of our whole life: principles, convictions, and motives. So as long as we keep our principles intact, our convictions strong, and our motives pure, none of our act is going to harm anybody else or will be seen in a bad light, right? So this is something that he said, and which is very much relevant in our times when people are resorting to different kinds of ill wills and to get what they want in one way or the other, using the what we say unwarranted means also. So to lead a peaceful, happy, and life that is seen in a good faith by others, from which others can learn, we need to be strong with our principles, convictions, and motives, right? So this we can use this statement by Mr. Pulitzer in our essays as anecdotes in our ethics paper also. And in modern times, we have seen we can always quote we can always quote Mahatma Gandhi and Malala Yousafzai, that they have, in spite of various, what we say, various adversities that they faced, they held strong their principles. They have their own motives. Malala Yousafzai for the women education, Mahatma Gandhi for non-violence, non-violent ways to achieve freedom. So we can quote those people, and yes, so this is the quote for the day. Let's see the questions for the day, right? Right, one more thing, why we used this quote today by Mr. Joseph Pulitzer. It's his birthday today. And he's the founder of one of the earliest schools of journalism in USA, right? The journalism as an academic subject was given, what we say, the starting point or the initiation by Mr. Pulitzer. So we can remember these things and can be used at various places. More so ever, these days when we see that journalism is, we see journalism as biased, whether they are not or whether they are or they are not is a secondary debate, but yes, we can use these quotes, right? So let's jump on to the questions. The first question is, which of the following is correct regarding the function of junk DNA? So junk DNA has been in news recently in past couple of days. It was in the newspaper also yesterday. So what is the function of junk DNA? First one is regulation of cellular metabolism, synthesize fatty and nucleic acids, control the formation of protein, prevent water substances from entering the cell. So the right answer is that they control the formation of protein, junk DNAs, right? So junk DNAs are the DNAs which are present in the copy of DNA, the mRNA, and these are responsible for the formation and generation of different proteins. Like we have a protein for what we call there are different proteins, like the pancreas generate a different protein and the skin cells generate a different protein. So what are the names of those two proteins generated by the pancreas and skin cells? Please do comment in the comment box. And we all know that there are different kinds of proteins that are generated by various cells in our body, and these junk DNAs are responsible for the control in the formation of proteins. So option C is the correct answer. The second one is, the Northeast USA has been struck by earthquakes recently. Which of the following best explains the reason behind the earthquakes? So there are various reasons for the occurrence of earthquakes. They can be natural and man-made. We have all known about the divergent and convergent tectonic plates. We have known about the impacts of the what we call a large amount of water stored in dams. That might also be one of the reasons for the earthquakes. So let's see which one of the following is the reason behind the earthquakes in USA. The first one is presence of ancient faults along the Appalachians and shaking due to the gravitational slip. So this is one of the reason. that is gravitational slip. The second one is presence of tectonically active North American plate in this region. So we know that the plates in North American region, in this particular region, are not tectonically active. They have been active in the long past, but these days these are not tectonically active, and there have been fault lines created in the region of Atlantic Ocean. And third one is location over the magma plume and phenomena of hotspot volcano. So we know that the volcano eruptions can also lead to at times to earthquake. And the last one is tension due to the presence of transform boundary in this region. Right. So the right answer is shaking due to gravitational slip. This is the right answer for the recent earthquake in the USA. Right. Let's see the next question. Consider the following statements about hydrofluorocarbons. Number one, they are commonly used in refrigeration and air conditioning. Yes, we all are aware about it. The second one is, while hydrofluorocarbons have an ozone depletion potential of 0, they are potent greenhouse gases. That is, even if they are not contributing towards depletion of ozone layer, they contribute towards the global warming. They have higher global warming potential. So yes, they are potent greenhouse gases is also correct. Third, globally they are being phased down under the Rotterdam Convention. So, are we sure about the Rotterdam Convention? And there are other conventions also. If we can name a few, right? So, Rotterdam Convention was not about the greenhouse gases or CFCs or HFCs. Rather, it was about what we say. Rotterdam Convention was about the sorry, I cannot recall the right words, but see, this one is incorrect. So these are basically about Kigali and the other one was Montreal Protocol. Kigali amendments to Montreal Protocol. So third statement is incorrect, right? So what was Rotterdam Convention for? Please do comment in the comment section. This is not the task, but if somebody is online, please do let me know. I cannot recall what Rotterdam Convention was for, right? So two of the statements are correct and the third one is incorrect. The answer is option B, 2 only. Let's see the next question. Consider the following statements. Glycemic index is a measure that ranks carbohydrate containing foods based on their postprandial blood glucose response. So what is postprandial? That is after having your food, yeah, after meal. So when you consume a meal, your blood sugar level spikes. That is postprandial blood glucose. Second one is food with a higher GI lead to a more significant decrease in blood sugar levels. Lead to a more significant decrease, nahi, this is increase. Food with higher GI increase the blood sugar levels, so this statement is incorrect. First statement, glycemic index, GI is correct. Second statement is incorrect. Let's see the third statement. The deficiency in vasopressin hormone results in diabetes insipidus in human beings. So third statement is correct. We have seen such kind of questions in the past also. And yes, the deficiency of this hormone results in diabetes insipidus in. Then what is diabetes insipidus? Right. Right. So two of the statements are correct. First and third are correct. So the right answer is option B, only two. Let's see the next question. Consider the following countries. They have named 6 countries, and how many of the above countries belong to the Horn of Africa region? See, we all know this is a very, even if you don't remember the countries, this is a very simple question that we can solve through the elimination technique. First one is that we all know that Horn of Africa region is having just 4 countries, right? So option C and D by itself are eliminated. Now we need to check whether these 4 countries or less than among these 4 countries, if few of them are mentioned in the question or all the 4 countries are mentioned in the question, right? Let's check that. We know. Can we recall the name of all those countries? Is this Horn of Africa? Right? So we have Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and Ethiopia. So we have got all the 4 countries. So the right answer is option B, only 4. Next. Consider the following statements about the artificial reef. We all know reefs, and let's talk about the artificial reefs a bit. What are the things that are used in making the artificial reefs, whether these are all the natural and organic compounds or they can be artificial things also, whether plastics, cement, wood, etc., all these things are used. So let me know in the comment section what are the things that are used in making of these artificial reefs, and tell me where in India the pilot projects are being implemented of these artificial reefs, right? So do let me know these 2 things in the comment section, and before that we just see the question. The first statement is artificial reef contribute to an increase in the wave damage on the coasts. Do they increase? No, artificial reefs decrease in the amount of damage that are caused by the waves on the coasts or seashores or the shorelines, right? Second, they are effective in reducing fuel and energy costs in the fishing vessels. Yes, they are, but how? Think about it. How are they contributing in reducing fuel and energy costs? Artificial reefs, right? The third statement is they do not support recreational activities and ecotourism. Artificial reefs do support. So this statement is incorrect. They support, right? So 2 of the statements are correct, second and third. First statement is incorrect. Now, first statement is incorrect, second statement is incorrect, only third is incorrect. Second is correct. So answer is only A. Only one. Right? So artificial reefs contribute to decrease in the wave damage. So this is incorrect. They are effective in reducing fuel and energy is correct. Artificial reefs do not support is incorrect. They do support. So only statement 2 is correct. Which of the following statements about the total solar eclipse is correct? The earth casts its shadow on the sun. What? Can the earth cast its shadow on the sun? This statement is incorrect. During a total solar eclipse, the sun disappears entirely from the view. No, it does not disappear entirely, rather partially, but it is visible from other parts of the globe, but on few parts, what we say, there are just few parts where this, where we can observe the total solar eclipse and not in the other parts. And where this total solar eclipse is observed is the path of totality. Right? So second statement is incorrect. The moon blocks the sunlight from reaching the observer on Earth. Right? So C statement is correct. It can be seen from anywhere on Earth is incorrect. So statement C is correct. Right. So next question is a static question. Recently seen in the news, the report titled Space, the 1.8 trillion opportunity for global economic growth has been released by which of the following organizations? The World Bank Group, World Trade Organization, World Economic Forum, and International Monetary Fund. So the report is released by World Economic Forum. Right? And what are the other things that the report is trying to say? What the report has revealed is that by the year 2035, there we are going to see a growth in the what we say, growth in the organizations or the startups or the other organizations coming up with more satellites and what we say, digital communications, for the use of digital communications and defense. So there might be other private players coming up in the game. So yes, that the opportunity for growth is anticipated by World Economic Forum in the space sector. So this World Economic Forum is the right answer for this report, right? Very simple question. Next. Consider the following statements. India has been the world's largest producer of crude steel in the last 5 years. And Chhattisgarh is the largest iron ore producing state of India. So both these statements are incorrect because India is not the largest producer of crude steel, it's China. And it's not Chhattisgarh in India, rather Odisha. Right? So please let me know in the comment section what do we understand by the crude steel. Right? this is a new word that we see. So what do we understand by the crude steel, right? So both the statements of this question are incorrect. And the command of the question is which of the statements given above is here are correct. The answer is D, neither 1 nor 2. Next question. Consider the following statements. First one is foreign lawyers can register with the Bar Council of India to practice in India. Second statement is foreign lawyers cannot appear before any court, tribunals, or any other regulatory authorities. Right. So foreign lawyers are allowed to practice in India as long as they do not appear before any court. They are not involved in any kind of litigations. And these are the foreign lawyers and foreign law organizations were allowed to practice in India through the rules that were given by the Bar Council of India last year in 2023, and the rules for registration and regulation of foreign lawyers and the foreign law firms in India, which were released by the Bar Council of India in 2023, I guess, yes. And these actually allow to practice them. They can have their own offices in India. They can help guide and what we say, suggest and get involved in mediations. And they can even help the Indian organizations with the foreign laws, right? So first statement is correct and second statement is also correct because these foreign lawyers and foreign law firms are not allowed to appear before any courts, tribunals, or any other regulatory authorities representing one or either of the party, right? So both the statements are correct. So the right answer is option C. Right, we have already seen, we have already successfully conducted the PT marathon classes so far. 8 classes we are done with, and we are left with just 2 classes. So many students have availed the benefit of revising the contemporary and current affairs of each subject, and they have taken a leap forward in their prelims preparation and strategy. And these sessions are open for all. Please do join these sessions and improve your preparations, right? So yes, do think upon the quote by Mr. Pulitzer. This is going to help you a lot. And until we meet next, eat well, sleep well, study hard.